Hi. Is anybody going to join us today? I think people have thought I wasn't going to be part of it, but I am. Hello. Are we up and running? Ah, we're here. Ah, 2 people have joined. Hello, everybody. Ah, hi. If you just joined us, welcome. Sorry, rushing round bits and pieces. Hope you've had a good day. What are we going to do today? Try and do a little bit of a Q&A. It's over to you guys today, I think. You ask me whatever you want, and I'll answer it as best I can. We can chat about anything you want to chat about. Just half an hour today, relaxed, no agenda. Just have a Q&A. Ask us whatever you want. We'll see how you go. Hello, if you just joined us. It's my 6:30 Facebook Live. I hope you're all well. Of course, I'm going to remind you, don't forget to download the app. That app needs to be downloaded. You've got 5 days left now to download it and then be registered and then get entered into the prize draw. So that closes at midnight on Sunday. Okay, midnight on Sunday. So you have been told. It is now Wednesday, so 5 days to go roughly, or 4.5. Get it downloaded. Loads of stuff on there. I'm going to give you a quick show you quickly on my phone so that you can see what it's got, but this is the key really. You've got your quick guides. What can you see? Okay, so that's how to use the products. So that's the RXD and the txi-d, and you've got video guides on there. You've got instructions, you've got your warranty, you've got your repairs, you've got spares. Everything you need to use our products and communicate with Delkim is on that app. Okay, seem to have a bit of a slow internet connection tonight. I'm sorry guys, but I think everybody's online at this moment in time. So get that done, get that downloaded. It's an excellent app, even regardless of the competition, but you got a chance of winning a set of txi-ds, receiver, I keep telling you, hangers, weights, black box, everything you need to go fishing. Everything is a startup. So that's what we've got. So hi guys, if you just joined us, welcome. This is our half hour of chatting nonsense. Hope you've had a good day. Hope everybody's safe and well. And so let's see what we've got. Let's see if anybody's asked any questions so far. Hello from France. Hello. That's him here. So Martin Brandon, hello. Lucas Bree, hello. Chris Jackson, hi. Angle Della Fontaine, something. Do those EVDs work the same as the TXI? So Angel, EVDs do not have a radio. So if you want an alarm with a radio, that's what a TXI is. So this is the, where is my EVD? I'm gonna need to find it. I've took it off and put it somewhere safe. Where is my EVD? I'll find that. Hold on a second, and I shall find. This is where I've been having all my stuff. There it is. There's the little fella. Okay, I'll put it on the stick so you can see it. Okay, I haven't got my 2 cameras tonight. I've been messing around. I was trying to find my phone. As you can see, the more astute of you, I've had a haircut. I've had the trimmers taken to it. My lovely wife was a hairdresser in her former life, and she's managed to give me a trim so I don't look so horrendous anymore. So I'm happy with that. Guys, hair's a problem, isn't it? Jesus. Who would have thought it? Right, so this is an EVD. Should we have some light on the subject? Let's have a look. There we go. You can see. So that's a... No, that's a TXI still. Oh, Jesus. Where's my EVD? Sorry, guys. I am at 6s and 7s tonight. I'll come back to that then. I've got it somewhere. Where's my EV? While I'm trying to hunt that down, the EVD, okay, has no radio. It has response, volume, it has mute, it has 16 digital tones, and it has day-night LED settings. Okay, so day has full brightness, night is medium brightness with night marking, and that's what you got. And it's got the socket for the hangers, so all the hangers work. And I really cannot find it for love nor money, so you're gonna have to. There's the little fella. There he is. Oh, where are we? There we go. So there's my little EVD. Can see it's on there. Okay, so we've got full response control, and we've got full volume control, and we've got a push button on off. So if I turn that on with a push button, if I hold the button down, okay, that allows me to change the tones. If I turn it up so you can hear, okay, so 16 tones. Set your tone that you want. Okay, I'll have that one let go. It's got, and that times out. You've got mute. Let's turn that response up. So if I press the button, okay, you can see that flashing. Mute. Okay, if I hold the buttons down, double pip, that changes the brightness of the LED. There you go, day. And then that's night, so it's a bit lower and it's got night marking. I don't know whether you're going to see that on this camera. You could probably just see that glowing up there ever gently. Okay, so that's the EVD. If you just hold the button down, it turns it off. Wait for 5 seconds, it turns it off. If you just join us, hello. It's our little Facebook Live. We're just going through a few bits and pieces. Hope for other people as well. So you know, if you found it useful, share it with other people, and they'll get the benefit as well. And hopefully, all this time stuck in this garage won't have been wasted. Okay, so Angel, hope that helps. Okay, Lewis. Echo, are you going to confirm a date for the release of the rainproof alarms? Haha. Okay, so fully waterproof. Okay, or you know, anything with a socket can't be called waterproof, but they are fully weatherproof. We checked them in rain chambers. We've got a coating machine, a robotic coating machine that makes the coating better than we've ever done. The mouldings are sealed. You know, I can't keep emphasising enough, mate. Just look on here. People use them. If you don't like them, don't use them. You know, we have alarms that have stood and won awards for years and years and years. So what can you say? Can I send my taxi alarms for you for a service? Is this possible? I assume you meant TXIs. Ben Blackford. Okay. Our products don't need servicing. Okay, there are no moving parts, so nothing needs servicing. And I've got my little sensor to hand, so that's the sensor that's inside. Can you see that? So that's the sensor. So no wheel, no moving parts. That's the little Y piece that your line sits on, and that's the little piezo sensor that flexes, that gives you, that detects your vibration and your movement. So as long as they're loud, sensitive, function in every way, and you've got no issues with any weather conditions, then you're doing the right thing. You're looking after them, and they'll be fine. That would be the best thing. If you've got a fault, then get it back to us. We pride ourselves on our after-sales service. 10 working days normally. I have no idea when we're going to be back in the office again to restart things. Everything is on hold. But if you have a fault, we'll fix it within 10 working days. If you haven't got a fault, then there's nothing needs servicing. It don't matter if you've had them 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. If they're working, they're working, because it's like a TV. You don't get a man in every 6 months to check your TV. If it breaks, you get it fixed. That's the beauty of our alarms, and they'd last the fullness of time. Okay. If you just joined us, hello, welcome. We're having just a bit of a relaxed chat today. I'm just doing Q&As, and we'll just go through stuff. as much as we can. So hopefully, Ben, that's answered that. Chris Jackson. Find it difficult to get all 3 of the new alarms to the same tone sound. Is there any trick to it? Yes, Chris. Look back on the videos. I've labelled them. So I think that was Thursdays. Where are we? No. What day are we on? Wednesday. I think Monday. God, time flies, doesn't it? So Monday's one, Chris. Have a look back. It shows doing the tones on there and setting them. If you want them all the same, I wouldn't have them all the same, because how can you tell when you're not looking which alarm's going off? You know, we have different tones so that you can tell which alarm is which. If you have them all the same tone, how do you know which is your left hand, right hand, middle? You might say, oh, I'll look at the LEDs. Well, yeah, but you don't know instantly. You know, I would always have them set, you know, right to left, whichever way I wanted them set, different tones, so you know. So, but hey, it's on there. If you want to set them on the same tone, that's explained. Okay, Chris, no problem. What's this? Pounds Carp. I would like to know how to use light settings on Delkim txi in conjunction with my slim lights. The light settings. Okay, I can only assume you mean how to change the brightness. So I've got a txi here, if that's what you mean. Just, you have to give me a thumbs up whether you mean the old ones. I'm going to say it must be a txi because you haven't said txi-d. Okay, so when I turn my txi on, default is medium brightness with no night marking. We have a push button on the... I've got to do it in reverse. We have a push button on the front. Okay, if I press the push button, hold it down. Oh, hang on. That's medium brightness with night marking. If I hold it down for 2, that's full brightness. If I hold it down for 3, it's full brightness with night marking. We technically call that idiot mode in the office, because why would you want it full brightness at night with night marking? But that used to be on there. And then we have setting 4. Okay, that's nighttime brightness. That's the lowest level, and that has night marking. So there. And then if you want to go back to the default, just turn the alarm off and then back on again. It will turn itself back on and restart. Oh, this is an old one. There you go. And then we're back to medium brightness again. So I hope that solved that one. If you just joined us tonight, hello. We're just having a quick Q&A, half an hour, relaxed. I don't mind. You tell me what you want to know and I will go through it. We'll just pick up some questions at random. Mark Battleday, hello. We've got some regulars now coming in. Would you believe it? People are regular listening to me chatting Waz for most of the evening. What we've got? Chris Swart, can you please tell me if I would be able to use the Corda black and whites with the Delkim d-loks? Yes, because all you do, and I need to find my Allen key. I might be able to twist this off here. Ah, yeah, look, okay. So if you don't want to use anything, or don't use our hangers, you want to use other people's, then you just put them on underneath and screw them in between and lock them down. So you use the Allen key. I haven't got my Allen key to hand. Okay, so I'll lock it down and then it will just sit underneath there like a normal swan neck, like it would be if it had a bolt. We do a longer bolt for the D-lock, 5mm longer. If you need extra clearance to be able to put something else underneath a hockey stick, there's going to be limits to what you can throw underneath there, but a normal, certainly a stove fit underneath there. One of their fittings, it's it's there if you need it. Okay, and they're available from our website once we're back running. Some shops might have some, but our shop's on hold for the moment. And the pub hair looks great. Thank you very much. I shall tell my wife that she did it. Hello, Tommy Jolly. How are we doing? When's she going to finish it? Yes, you haven't seen me around the back yet either. There we go. We're Steve last. With the RXD receiver, how do I actually switch on and off the 2-minute LED flash? Okay, see section 3.1 of your instructions. Okay, I can try and show you now. Let's have a look. Should have had 2 cameras today, but I haven't. So you turn it on. You wait for 2 pips. Okay, and then you press the center button. Push button 2. Back to that, then turns it off. And then, oh no, and then, of course it's on, this one hasn't been programmed. If I then turn it off and then back on again, wait for 2 pips, I can then turn it back on again if I want. So it goes either way, so you can toggle it on or off and then it restarts itself. Okay, so just hold it down, wait for 2 pips and then press that center button. If you don't like that power on indicator, you can turn that on or off. It's entirely up to you. Okay. Oh, sound's gone. Am I back? Mine's fine. Okay. Simon Lawson. There we go. Hi, everybody. Never had any trouble with the rain yet. I know. When, you know, we sold a lot of alarms. We've been making alarms for a long time, people. A long time. And we have sold a lot of alarms. You know, we're a very popular alarm, and we get less than 1% back of what we make. 1%. That is a huge, you know, a huge effort to get that small amount back of stuff. If I put everybody in a room, then that'd be a lot of people because we sold a lot of alarms. But in terms of how many, it's, you know, you've got to work on percentages. It's nothing. And then the new ones, we've had really a low percentage back since we've been making them. We had some horrendous weather. Obviously everybody's sat there now not fishing, but we had some of the worst weather we've had for a long time in terms of rain. It was raining when we launched them. It's been raining most of autumn and winter, and they have been excellent. We have had, you know, way less than 1% back. So that all that effort we went into, and then mouldings and the robotic coating has really paid off. So we're very happy. Others might not be, but we are. You can only do so much. We aim for 100% and we get 99. I'd be happy with that, and I am. What we got? Okay, well, a magnet receiver. It well, certainly a magnet might affect radio a little bit. It depends how strong the magnet is. I assume you're trying to make some kind of clip. It should be the sort of magnet you're going to have for a clip shouldn't be a problem. So I wouldn't worry about that. What else we got? So Chris Jackson, yeah, okay, just look back. As I say, all this stuff is going to be up there for you to see and go back to. Pounds Cup, yes, it was TXI plus, so I've shown you that. When is the app draw taking place? Sheridan Winkworth. It will be, well, it'll be the week commencing the next, well, 6th of April, so next week. We'll be doing it next week sometime. So we launch it. Whether we can actually get the prize out to you straight away, probably not, but we'll certainly be drawing it. So okay, let's see what else we got. Other people have told you that. How do I set my txi-d with no night marking? Steve Anscuff, put it into day mode. Okay, so you've got day and night mode. Day mode, no night marking. What to say that again? Day mode has no night marking. Night mode has night marking. Okay, and then you can set your brightness. You've got 8 levels of brightness within each setting. So you just, let me grab an alarm. Let's see if it's on. Okay. Yep. Okay, so that is in, out the box is in night mode. So that's got night marking, glowing. Oh, it's all in reverse. You can see that's glowing, night marking a little bit. Okay, if I press the button on the front, wait for a confirmation tone and let go. There it goes, day mode. So I've got that on full brightness. So day mode, and there's no night marking. Okay, if I hold it down again, wait for the tone, let go, and then it goes back to night. So you can set your brightness for day and night, and then you can just toggle between the two. That's the idea of it. So you can just flick between the two. So if you don't like night marking, you can take that off. Okay, Florin Lolia, hello, hi. We've got a lot of international people in tonight. Wow, I'm getting all sorts of places. Who'd have thought it? Do the hoodies have the Delkim logo on the back as well? No, we trimmed it down just to have the little logo on the front. These are really good quality, actually. To be fair, they're a lot better than the old ones. I worked on getting these. So nice and simple. and they're fleeced on the inside, so I find them really comfy. They are good quality. They got Delkim logo in the back, but they are good quality. On my txi receiver, makes a siren noise when I turn it on. Is this normal but still works okay? Yeah, that's the anti-theft. Oh, my txi, yeah. So I assume that's an RX Plus Pro you're talking about, Sheridan. So yeah, it gives you a confirmation that it's got anti-theft. So that's the anti-theft. So if you don't like the anti-theft, you can turn that off. But that's confirming that the anti-theft is set. So it's hopefully that's okay. Let's have a look. Who else has got? There's a lot of things coming in. There's lots of comments. Let's see. Let's see what we've got. I like the new, but the design, it's not great. Sorry. I love my old txis. Think the whole respect that the next one. Anyway, okay, yeah. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know, seemed to be that people got a bit scared when the new ones came out. It's one of those that when you actually see it, you get used to it. When you've made something the same for 25 years, 26 years, people get scared of change. But, you know, we've been used to them for a while. We got used to them. We were, but I have to say, by the reaction of people to something that we thought looked really cool, we kept it, you know, simple, effective, kept the Delkim design. You know, you've got to take your choice. You know, it compared, you can see, you know, in silhouette they look very similar. Oh, I really must get that. So we've kept that kind of shape. But, you know, when you're used to something, I think, you know, people said they look like bricks, so you make them nice and neat and small and compact, and then they go, oh, they don't like them like the old ones. What can you say? Pays you money, you takes your choice. You know, a Delkim user to us is a Delkim user, so I don't mind. But you know, it's so much nicer that than the old one. But yeah, I would say that, wouldn't I? But you know, I truly believe it. Can you give me any advice on how to make the slim lights easier to take in and out of the ports? I sometimes find stiff to push in and out. Okay, Tom Beresford, give me a slim light, someone. Give me a slim light. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know about the stiff to put in. They will have, depending on the age of them, some of the sockets plugs might be a bit stiffer than others, but in like that, okay. But Tom and everyone watching, if you have our hangers, if you want to get them to last the longest and never want to damage the plug, pull down on the bobbin head like that. So when it's in your, when it's on your pod or bank stick, pull down, and then you won't damage the plug. So many people will try and go in and pull from the bottom and try and get in. You end up pulling it at an angle, and then that's when you can damage the plug or the socket. Okay, obviously if I can get to it like that and I know I'm going to pull it straight out, then maybe. But always, if you just do that, it's always going to pull out straight, and you're always going to not, you know that you haven't damaged the plug. Okay. So if you just join us, hello. We've been going for about 25 minutes, a bit more of a relaxed one tonight, just generally answering some questions. I hope you're finding this useful. I hope you've downloaded the app, and I hope that you entered the competition by filling out the questionnaire that's there, answering those questions. You're automatically entered into the prize draw, so that gives you a chance. Get that done. That app is really useful. I keep telling you, but it's for you. I designed it. I did design it. Dad does the products, I do the marketing. So I designed that to be helpful for you guys, and it's to give you the best information you can and use and get access to all the bits and the services that we offer. And that's where we keep going. We want to help you. That's part of being that Delkim. You're buying into good products, the brand, the longevity, and our after sales. That's what we're trying to do. Okay. What else we good? Is there any way to lock the buttons on the receiver? I found it quite easy to accidentally press the buttons while the receiver's in my pocket. Eddie, no, there isn't a way of locking the buttons out on the new receiver, but we did deliberately make the functions sort of at least 2 button presses, certainly the important ones. So, you know, you're very unlikely to hold all 3 buttons down and turn it off accidentally, or press 2 buttons at the same time that are going to activate another function. And by pressing a button, all it's going to do is last activity recall, do nothing. So yeah, I take that on board. Might be something, maybe we can make a little cover up or something, that an accessory to go with it that just protects those buttons. I can see why you might. Obviously pocket, got the lanyard, got the belt clip, maybe have it outside of your pocket, that might help. But yeah, okay, take that on board. It's something that we could look at and do. Christy Budd, hello Christy Budd. I'm going to try and get through as many of these as I can. Once I get to the bottom, then we know we're done. But I'm going to keep going and answer these questions because they're good. Keep them coming. I'm not going anywhere just yet. I'll try and answer whatever you want me to answer. I'll try and have a go. So how do I send my txis back to you for a service? I have a false run. Okay, so it's pulse on its own, I assume you're trying to say there. Christy, we only need the faulty one back. If you've got a faulty product, I'm going to make an assumption that you're outside the UK. Sorry if I've made the wrong assumption. But if you're outside the UK, return it to your local dealer and they will return it to the distributor for your area, who will get it back to us to be fixed, or they may even resolve it at their area. So Call to Europe deal with most of our European distribution, or if you're in Austria, I don't know whereabouts you are, that would be Thallinger, who deal with that. If you're anywhere else, then you have to let us know. If you need any more help, then just message us, we'll help you. What else we got? Gilbert Foxcroft, our South African distributor. Hi, how you doing? What's he saying? Great initially. The battery life on the new Delkims are amazing. Had over 200 runs since I got them last July, and the battery's still going strong. Thank you very much. In South Africa, a lot of fishing going on in South Africa. It's a good area out there. So yes, battery life is something that we always hold by. You know, we've tried to make the battery life as long as we can on the alarms and the receiver. You know, there's things in the receiver to make sure you know, you get good battery life, even more than the old one. The old one had about 6,000 hours battery life, and we've got even more on the new one. That's what we pride ourselves on. You don't want to be changing the battery every 5 minutes. You know, a receiver's like a mobile phone. It never knows when the call's going to come, so it's on all the time. So that's why, you know, we really try hard to make sure that it is as efficient as possible, and you're able to get the most out of that and get the battery life. And in fact, I've just remembered something out of last night's little demonstration, so I will come back to that when I do pairing, which we'll probably do tomorrow. So I'll do pairing tomorrow on the RXD and the alarms, just to give you oversight, and I'll go back to the bit that I forgot, which is the range. We have range settings on the RXD. I'm very sorry, I left that off. I must remember these things, okay? And that's about getting most battery life, you know, maximising your battery life and performance. So it's not something you need to worry about necessarily, because it works great out the box. But yeah, there are a couple, you know, there's a setting on there that you can make the most, and it could be useful to you. All right. What we got? There was a lot of technology in the txi-d. What part was the hardest to get right? Okay, Richard Jackinholm. It took us a very long time. Okay, it took us 10 years from the conception of the txi-d to getting it done and finished. And the biggest problem, or the biggest technical challenge, was the digitizing of the vibration system, basically. So on this version, the txi-d and the old this txi plus, I am losing it, txi plus and the old txi, so it's an analog system, so it converts the signal into an analog signal and then makes it beep, basically. I don't need to go into too technical on that. But on the txi-d, to have a digital radio, we had to digitize the signal coming from the sensor. So that was our DSP, our digital signal processing, and that was the crucial part of being able to make the switch from the old analog alarm to a digital alarm. And that took an awful long time. A lot of trial and error, a little bit, You know, we're literally setting our alarms up next to each other, the old ones and the new ones, trying to get that feel. It took a long time, you know, just trying new ones, trying something else, getting the feel, and then the knock resistance, so it didn't just go off all the time when you got a little vibration or got a tap from the buzz bar or anything. So yeah, that was where the real hard work went into, and then we had to get the radio right after that. But that transition from analog to digital was a massive load of effort, which took a long time. So that was the key. So you know, that's the simple bit, and that hasn't changed. So that little vibration sensor is the same in the old ones, the new ones, but how the alarm deals with that has changed significantly in the new alarms. Okay, so yeah, that was complicated. He's in Romania, Christy Bird. Hello. So you're in Romania. Yeah, get to your local stockist, give them a call, and they will advise you on what you have to do. So that will be the best thing. So any more questions, guys? Let's have a look. There's a few of you still watching, not got too bored. As I say, I will do more things on the RXD tomorrow, just that pairing that I didn't finish off from the day before. Again, if you have any other questions, keep asking me. I will come back to stuff and go through it. I don't want to keep repeating stuff, but you know, if it's still something that people are not, then I'm more than happy to do so. Get that competition entered, get that app, download it, don't mess about, get it done, and I'll organise tomorrow. Let's see, I've got any more questions coming in. Oh, people from Turkey. Hello, Turkey. Why do the purple LEDs cost more? They don't anymore. So that will be the main thing. When we were the first people to have the purple LED, they were more expensive, so we had to pass that on. We now managed to source with the event of the new range, you know, bulk buy and get the price down, so we were able to unify across all our products now, so that the purple is the same price, and has been since we launched the txi-d beginning of June. So all purple products, hangers and alarms are all the same price. So obviously everything that was discontinued is gone, but the purples are the same price. We're the first to have that. And one thing that people do ask, and maybe I'll go through that tomorrow with my do, is why we don't have LEDs that change colour, and I'll explain that tomorrow when I'm doing pairing as to why we don't have our changeable colours on our products. And there's some very good reasons why we don't have that, because I can assure you, if we could, it would make our lives a lot easier. But manufacturing one LED is a lot easier than 6, so that's why we do that. Okay, and I'll explain that tomorrow when we're going through stuff. So Paul McMinn, can you clarify how you remove the indicators? Is it by pulling the cord or by the plug? Right, I'll show you again, just so you know. And I've shown this on many videos before. So I did Facebook Live, when was it? Before we all and that was showing you, went through hangers and everything. So if you're going to remove it, best way to remove it, pull on the bobbin head. This has got a wire trace running down the middle of it. Okay, our cat flex assembly is super strong and can take it. So you do that and you pull it out by the bobbin head, and then you know that you're pulling down straight. So assuming that was on your bank stick, okay, and that's plugged in, then you just pull down and pulls it out. It then means that you're not pulling the plug potentially at a funny angle and causing any damage. That is the reason why. So always pull down from the bobbin head. That answers that one. Can we have some videos on the app for the TXI Plus? We're obviously not making any fresh content for the TXI Plus. All the instructions are on there. There is some older stuff on there if you look on the accessories and stuff. Our YouTube has all our videos on the old stuff. So we do have to move forward a bit, and that's what we're doing. You have got access to spares and everything for the old product. So Martin Roberts, there might be a case for adding them on there. I'll collate. So we didn't really make any major video content for the old stuff. There is stuff on our YouTube channel which is in some playlists there which you can have a look at. We've started to up our game and put a lot more effort into the new range to help people. So yeah, it's certainly something that we can add on. That app is going to develop and grow once we've got a good base of people on board, and we appreciate, and it's not about just selling new product, it's about helping everybody. So yes, there's a strong case for having some more content on there, and we'll do that as time goes by. What else we got? What's it? I don't know. It's not finished. Not finished that question. Rashid, I've just bought a new set of new Delkim txi-ds, but when I turn up, I don't know. I don't know when they turn up. But the world's on shutdown, mate. So yeah, you know, there are still shops doing a lot of mail order. So the UK seems to have they've kept open for now. So I don't know whether they're going to be shut down. So do support your local retailers. If they're still running and they're still able to do online stuff, then you know, give them a shout, and hopefully they can still get some stuff, whether it's whatever it is you need for your fishing. If you want our stuff or whatever stuff you're buying, you know, they're still going. I know we're all sat at home. Maybe it's a good time to clean your stuff, have a clear out, have a tune up, decide what you're going to do, get rid of some clutter. Then you know, we'll see. So yesterday about all the charities going to lose a load of money because nobody's donating. I would imagine they're going to get a hell of a lot of took thrown their way once we all get back up and running again, because everybody's going to be having to clear out. There'll be piles of it, so they'll probably make some stuff from somewhere, hopefully, and the world won't be too bad. So I think we've come to about the end of questions. If I don't drop any more on here, then I will check them out and maybe go over some more stuff tomorrow. But hopefully this has been of some use, a bit more of a relaxed one today. We'll go through some more bits tomorrow. So we'll do pairing tomorrow, and we'll do another couple of features on the receiver, and we'll pick up some other bits as well. But let me know again. And just to prove that I do go fishing, or I did go fishing, I might give you more information on me a bit later, but there you go. That was me. I don't know when I was old. What was I, about 18, 17? So fished a lot when I was young with my dad. I did a lot of fishing. There you go. I haven't changed a bit. So I'll leave you with that scary one for now. Stay safe, people. Stay home, and we'll see you again tomorrow and see what we get up to. All right. Cheers, guys. Good night. Take care.